I was an IT consultant for 20 plus years, and I was looking for something else, post my career. I didn't want to continue to do this till retirement, if you will. And something I had, some more esoteric attachment to. So we all watched it, and I'm like, let's do this. Like, I want to be part of this movement. Like, it was like kind of an aha moment. Paul Steinman sold us, essentially, is what happened. We want to be part of this, let's do this, and that just started it.
That was like huge, and the first time I heard Paul Stamets' name was like back in 2012, 2013 in college, when a friend of mine was like, yeah, you should check out this if you're really into mushrooms. This guy's got some really cool stuff going on. Then other friends had given me his book over time, and I always thought like growing mushrooms myself was kind of like this very elusive project. I was like, that seems like way too sciencey for me.
I quit my job, I want to learn, and so I spent most of 2020, or half of 2020 and most of 2021 learning to grow. We were doing it all out of my house. Actually, our spawn lab is still in my house. I've got a very nice genetic spawn lab in my spare bedroom. That's how we did it. We were inspired by fantastic fungi. We want to be part of the mushroom movement, and it's just snowballed from there.
Here we are now, like 4 or 5 years later, from meeting Todd, and getting together and like really saying okay, and just answering that question every day. Like, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna plan out the season and the years. It is fun and is very rewarding.
The harvest is called a flush. So with the shiitake blocks, they just do one. So now that they're ready, they've all fruited, we're gonna take them out. When you're going to the tents, 2 things. We always wear gloves and we always cover our feet, because you want to keep your chamber as pristine as possible, your fruiting chamber. With our tents, we try and create positive pressure. So you see it's kind of like a balloon. So that way, only the fresh air that we have filtered is coming in, and nothing else is, none of the outside air is pressing in and getting into the tent. So anyway, you try and keep yourself, your hands and your feet as clean as possible when we're going in to do our harvest. So this is isoporic alcohol, 70%. So we give it a quick spray. Humidity is also key. So this tent, being with the shiitakes, oysters, and lion's mane, requires a high humidity level above 90%. And same thing with the air. With the water, we have a fancy RO system. So only RO water goes into our humidifier that's in the tent. We also hit it with has a UV light in it, a waterproof UV light, to further make sure no other bacteria or any contaminants get into our humidifier. This is a pretty small run too. Typically with shiitakes, we have this whole shelf full. Now we will trim the mushrooms off the block.